Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Hello.
Today's video is going to be a little different, but I think very informative. I think that a lot of you that are considering a nomadic lifestyle, considering moving into a car or a van and living on the road will find this very helpful. Today we are going to be talking about our budget from the first month on the road. We're going to be covering all of our expenses, gas, food, etc., and breaking it all down for you and let you know exactly how much we spent. Spoiler alert, we did go a little bit over our budget because we were spending a lot of time with friends and family.
And we did a lot more driving on the first month of our travels than we'll be doing on a monthly basis going forward. But the point of sharing this with you is so that you can get an idea of what it costs to be on the road full time. And we're also going to share our expenses with you from before we hit the road full time so that you can see an accurate comparison of what it costs to live a more conventional lifestyle versus living on the road full time in our van. So without further ado,
Let's get into it.
Let's get started.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first expense report we will talk about is my expenses before moving into the van. I lived in a one-bedroom basement apartment in Colorado. I was paying $1,800 a month. I did have utilities included, except for internet. That was an additional $55. Then I had a car payment of $263 per month, and my cell phone payment was $90 a month. So those were my recurring monthly payments, and those came out to $2,248 a month. In addition to that, I spent around $125 a month on gas. I spent probably around $50 a month just on if I had to get an oil change or new windshield wipers, windshield washer fluid, things like that. So I factored that in. My average car expenses were $175. And finally, my food and grocery bill was around $350 a month at the grocery store and probably around $150 a month going out to eat. This brings my total monthly expenses to $2,923. So those were my average expenses. And now let's move on to Cliff's monthly expenses before him and I moved into the van together on November 1st.
I have been living in the van pretty much full time for about a year and a half. I was in the van 4 days a week, and then I was with Samantha 3 days a week. My expenses were slightly lower, although they were still higher than I was really comfortable with. We'll go ahead and start with the van payment. I was paying $894 a month for that. I did not have rent since I lived in the van. The insurance was $95 a month. Phone bill, very high, unfortunately, because I have an iPad and that's what I use to watch TV and stuff in the van. So my monthly cell phone bill was $120. My gas was around $240 a month. Maintenance on the van, I would estimate around $40 a month. Groceries, $200 a month. My grand total was $1,789 per month, which is not super high. It was more than I really wanted to be spending. Before I lived in the van, I was living in an apartment in Aspen, and that was very expensive, which is one of the main reasons I moved into the van. I originally wanted to buy a house, but it was out of my price range. Bought the van, cut my bills down a lot, but now those bills are even smaller that Samantha and I are on the road full time.
One last total that I want to give you here is our total expenses combined came to $4,712 a month.
Right.
Now, let's get into what our expenses were for our first month on the road. We departed on Halloween, but we didn't officially hit the road until November 1st because on Halloween we just went to Denver and went to a concert. But the real trip started on November 1st when we drove to Saratoga Springs, New York, Cape Cod, Portland, Maine, New York and Connecticut, Roanoke, Virginia, visited Asheville for a little vacation, just the two of us. And then we finally landed where Cliff is from, Eastern North Carolina, just a few days before Thanksgiving. So we are going to go over all the expenses from that time period. The first thing we'll start out with is now our shared monthly van payment. We refinanced the van right before we left. So that brought our payment down about $170 a month. And now we are paying $717 split.
Together.
So definitely saving some money there. Our insurance stayed the same. Then we combined our cell phone bills. While we didn't save a ton, we are saving about $20 a month. So
Yeah. It's not a huge amount, but every little bit helps.
one monthly recurring payment that we did acquire is a storage unit for $95. And then there's gas. And we drove 4,000 miles.
Yeah.
So
Already.
it ended up being 14 tanks of gas, and we spent $772.89. We got one oil change, and we were very fortunate that Cliff's family has a guy. So all we had to buy was the oil and the filter. So we did get a really good deal on our oil change, and that cost us $50. Next, let's move on to our food bill.
Yeah.
Our food bill
We really blew the budget this month, but that's definitely going to go down next month.
Yeah,
for sure.
Our food bill was off the charts.
Yeah, it was really, really high.
But there was a couple of reasons for that. We were visiting family and friends, and also we celebrated my birthday. The second reason that our dining out bill was, in my opinion, astronomical is because we don't have Wi-Fi in the van. So in order to get internet, we had to go to a coffee shop almost every day and or a brewery in the evening for me, so we could use their Wi-Fi.
Right.
So we were spending more money on coffee and bagels and a beer than we anticipate to spend in future months on the road because we will be getting Starlink. So that being said, our food bill was high.
Very high.
It was actually bigger than our gas expense. Somehow we only spent $140.85 at the grocery store. So that wasn't so bad, but our dining out bill was
$847.77. Oh my gosh. That's embarrassing.
way too high. But that being said, our total monthly spending for the month of November for all of our expenses was $2,918. Now, if we go back to my personal expenses, I spent $10 more by myself in 1 month
In our total.
on necessary expenses than our combined total of 1 month on the road.
Right.
Let's dive into this a little bit deeper. This is how we've made this possible. We decided on December 1st, 2024, that we wanted to become full-time van lifers. So we had exactly 11 months to start planning this trip. And we both work in the service industry. I was a bartender and Cliff was a restaurant manager. So we both made cash tips. So starting December 1st, we started combining our cash tips into a little savings jar, and we set a goal of wanting to save $6,000 so that we could allocate that money towards the monthly van payment and the monthly insurance fee.
Right.
So that way, when we were on the road, two of our largest expenses were completely covered. So when we share with you that our monthly expenses came out to $2,918 for the month of November, we can actually subtract the van payment and the insurance, which totals $812 because that's money we had already set aside.
Right.
So we actually paid $2,106 out of pocket for our first month on the road. So when you divide that in half, we each paid $1,053.25.
Right.
Which
That's pretty good.
compared to my
That's
previous
really good.
expenses is basically a steal.
Right.
So even though our food bill was astronomical, overall, we spent way less money on our first month on the road, and we're feeling pretty good about where we're at so far.
The further we get into this, the more we're going to learn about how we can start to save money and how we can start to earn money on the road. One of those ways is going to be our YouTube channel. With you guys' help.
So if you are watching this video but you haven't subscribed yet, please do, because just like a small business, we're a small channel and your subscription matters.
It really helps a ton.
So hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet.
Another thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing UGC content, affiliate marketing, hopefully getting some editing gigs. So if any of you out there need some video editing done, please let us know. Leave a comment below or shoot us an email.
And another way that I hope to make us a little bit of money to keep our adventure rolling is with my 500-hour certified yoga instruction. I am hoping to start a section on our YouTube channel for yoga for life on the road. That's going to be a really nice series to look forward to once we get back out west.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out.
And basically the point of this video is for us to be completely transparent with you about what it costs to live on the road. And also, if it's something you want to do, if there's a way that we could help make this possible for you, we would really love to do that, because this lifestyle is the best. It is so freeing. So anything we can do to provide knowledge and expertise and inspiration, if you're thinking about getting on the road, we hope that this video provides that for you. So if you have any further questions about our expenses or any interest in wanting to do this yourself and wanting to pick our brain, feel free to leave us a comment or shoot us an email, which you can get from our channel description. With that, we will see you guys in the next video, which is going to be an updated van tour. We haven't done one of those in a year, and our van has changed a lot. So we are really excited to show you so many new things. So tune in next for that.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See you next week.